Day 5 of the 2026 Australian Open. We are almost a third of the way through the 2026 event. Val Febo here with you on Rinkside Live for the clash between Emma Boyd and Kelly McKerihen. It says Queensland and Victoria, but they are Canadian. We know that they are the Canadian Commonwealth Games pairs team and the Canadian Commonwealth Games team, which is very exciting, up against Sarah Childs of New Zealand and Rachel Wolfenden of South Australia. Looking forward to this contest. Women's pairs, first 18 ends, and it's going to be a very exciting day. It's 18 ends played, 2 hours, 15 minutes. And alongside me is the one and only Rachel Dave Roger. Rachel, welcome to you.
Hi, Val. How are you this morning?
Very, very well. And now he's back. He's back, this man. He's been sick. He's been coughing and spluttering. He's trooped on. He's come to work every day. Hopefully he hasn't given us anything. But Connor Munnings, welcome back to you. Great to have your company, mate.
Thanks, Val. It's good to be back and good to be back for the women's pairs. As you can see, the commentators here. You got Rachel, Dave, Roger and Turbo, which we've coined Val after someone called him Turbo in a comment to YouTube.
So we need to explain this. So someone asked who was commentating a couple of days ago, said Val Febo and whoever else was on at the time, and they've called me Turbo. Have no idea where that came from, how they got that. And then yesterday someone was asking who's commentating. I said, Val Febo, Rachel Roger. And someone said, well done, Val and Dave. So evidently, Dave and Turbo.
I still got a normal name.
Well, your nickname is Comma.
Yeah, comma.
All right, so looking forward to this contest. 18 ends is what we're playing to. And it is Emma Boyd and Kelly McKerihen up against Sarah Childs and Rachel Wolfenden. Now,
Bit of an international flavour for this game.
Yeah, we do. Three internationals and an Aussie, which is the beauty of the AO. And the beauty of the Australian Open is the fact that Sarah and Rachel didn't know each other as 2026 commenced. Rachel saw Sarah bowling in New Zealand and said, do you want to play with me at the AO? You can bowl. And Sarah has obliged and come over for her first Australian Open. This is her maiden match at the Australian Open. This is her debut, Sarah Childs. So she's slightly nervous, I believe, but she's got the black old school XGs, Connor, which I know you're a big fan of.
Yeah, enjoy seeing an old school bowl with always speckled and tricolours. It's good to see an old school one.
How cool is that she's come over to play her first time?
Yeah, a lot of bowlers in this rink or this green today won't have played a game yet. This will be their first game. You know Emma Boyd, she was in the mixed pairs.
She also had a game of Survivor with us at Club Tweed.
She did. Just got me, Rach.
She did.
I was in the final three somehow with Emma Boyd, Karen Murphy, and then me.
Wait, how did you get to the final three?
Connor,
he beat me.
Connor, I don't know. I fluked it, and I almost took Kaz out as well, which would have been hilarious if I did.
That would have been your crowning glory.
I never would have bowled again had I beaten Kaz and Emma that day. And, of course, Survivor is a game that was coined at the Bowls Australia head office where it's something that, if you do want to play, it's very easy to get your club mates involved. Something that's it's great fun. It's where everyone has two bowls. They all bowl them, and the two furthest bowls away from the jack are eliminated until one bowl is left. So if you want to play that around your club, it is absolutely fantastic. Gets people together. Anyone can win it. Doesn't matter where you're playing or what level you're at. Especially if you're on a neutral green like Darebin.
No, I'm not a fan. You know me, I'm always on protest there.
Yeah, but that doesn't work. I just bully you into playing.
You do. Where's HR when you need them?
She's up here.
Playing in the AO.
So, to start with, this has been a really good end from Sarah Childs. Child's play. Emma Boyd using the Optimas, the bluey green swirl, the aqua and blue swirl.
I love that colour.
It's nice, isn't it?
Mm.
I'll have to get Walter on getting me some of those. Albeit I wouldn't mind getting some yellow and black ones. Kelly using the pink GTRs. Rachel using the... had it written down somewhere here. Give me 2 seconds. The blue red lines. Couldn't quite see the blue speckle there, as you can see them coming down now.
I'm not sure who's holding shot here. I think Emma Boyd might be holding one to Jack Highbolt, but it's hard to tell with our cameras at the moment. No markers for this game, so we're going to have to use our eyes rather than rely on the likes of Mitch Mears to tell us.
That's right.
I have begged, and when I say begged, I mean begged, to have paddlers for our multiple player disciplines. I have been rebuked. So first end, we've got 2 hours and 15 minutes of time limit. Great to have everyone's company this morning. Mark Rossington in the Philippines. He's probably fishing again. Jonathan Goldstein, good to have your company. Duncan Bottoms back on from Horsham. Vince Calabrese, he's back, Connor.
He's always here.
Our man.
Always here.
He is our man, Vince. So at the moment, probably favouring one or two to the New Zealand-South Australian combination.
Oh, I'm going the opposite, Val. I think the two Jack Highbolts might have it.
Okay, well, we'll find out.
Yeah, we don't have good line of sight for this morning's game.
We're about, I'd say we'd be maybe 10, 15 metres from the head if it was up this end. It's in the far corner of the green. They're going to measure to see what the total's going to be. And we're going to have good eyes to determine what the totals will be. So can the Canadian Commonwealth Games team get on the board early? They can't. First end goes the way of Sarah Childs and Rachel Wolfenden. 1-0 is their lead. It's the first of 18 ends. Kelly is a bowls coach. You know, used to work in Brighton, plays out of Clayton. And it's called Perfect Trail Coaching if you want to go have a look. If you are based in Victoria and want to get your bowling game up to scratch, hit Kelly up. You can go on their Facebook, and she's a really great bowls mind. Of course, the partner of Ali Forsyth.
Yep, I've done her clinic, and it was excellent. Highly recommend.
And Emma Boyd working at Club Tweed, the bowls operations team under Wayne Turley, and Emma does an incredible job. And I asked her before, I was asking Kelly, I said, you still got your coaching business? She said, yes. Go to Emma, I know where you work. And she says, yep, pies and sausage rolls. And I'm like, yeah, every time I do talk about Club Tweed with Emma, I end up getting back to the pies and sausage rolls at Club Tweed, because they do have a bakery there and a butcher.
You do.
So it's... Look, it is a wonderful club. We were there for the Commonwealth Games announcement. They were kind enough to host us at Club Tweed, and they are such a pioneer for inclusivity at that club, because they do a lot of disability bowls. They hosted that Serena Bonnell, Alan Faulkner world record attempt, successful world record attempt. It is a really wonderful club. They do an incredible job. They're the host of our Australian Indoor Championships. They host so many other events. They're the owner of the Tweed Ospreys franchise. It is a truly wonderful club. So shout out to everybody at Club Tweed, which is just outside the boundaries of the Gold Coast. As Emma Boyd puts in another one. Emma's trade will have to be plied after the Australian Open, predominantly on carpet. They've got the indoor green at Club Tweed that she can practice on, because Com Games is all going to be played on the indoor portable rink, which is mightily exciting. Some history for the Com Games.
Yeah.
Emma's debut for Canada as well for the Com Games.
Yes, it is. She's still that little bit younger in 2022. Didn't make the team and ended up making the 5 for the World Bowls Championships. Got a medal up here on the Gold Coast, and now she's been selected as one of only 2 Canadians as part of the team. Ryan Bester as well. He's going. So we've had 3 of the 4 Canadians on the stream over the last day as that one goes through. And Emma and Kelly are, of course, Australian Open champions as well, taking home the 2024 title with Leanne Chinnery and Louise Cronin.
Oh, Kelly's been in really good form at the Nationals. She pretty much won everything.
She did, yep.
Good form at state level as well, Rach.
Yeah.
Playing really well in Victoria.
Yep, yeah. I think she, particularly now she's coaching, she's spending a lot of time on the green. So, obviously, when you put more time in, you get the results.
This one from Rachel Wolfenden makes its way through. Might have come in for shot there.
It's a good bowl. It pushes Sarah's behind the jack, gives us something else to play to.
It's on a good track for Kelly's GTRs.
Yeah, we just see the class of Kelly McKerihen. She might be down, but the New Zealand-South Australia combo only have 1 in the head, so Kelly has a chance now. You can play under forehand, you can play push up your own, sit the black bowl out.
And we know Kelly's got the shot, so...
Yeah, I don't think you can see Emma signalling for that shot. Might just need to tell Emma to...
And jump out the way. So Kelly, she's coming through. Very, very close.
Oh.
Jack back. That'll go to the respot. And Emma Boyd is holding one on the tee. It's a very loose one.
Yeah, a lot of options. It's probably the least favourable option they wanted. Probably bowl clean or jack clean would have been better. But you take it, especially when you have last bowl.
So Davey Smart watching in 5 Scotland. Good to have your company this morning, Davey. Steve Byrne watching in Dunedin, New Zealand. Jonathan Goldstein saying he has yellow and black bowls and yellow and black arrows, but they are the Wellington Phoenix colours, not the Richmond ones. Emma does apologise to you, Connor. So I think Kelly's bowl has stayed in bounds. You can see the marker there to the bottom right of your screen, which would make it, probably a loose 2, as Rachel says, I'm going to put one right on it. Good start. Kelly, a silver medalist at the World Bowls Championships back 3 years ago. In the women's singles, went down to Taylor Bruce. So she's also a World Championships medalist and will back herself really strongly for the AO title. She's sending this one down, looking for the bowl.
Just misses.
Won't get it. So one more to the New Zealand-South Australian combination. They lead at 2-0, Rach.
Yeah, on the board early. It's good to watch with Emma and Kelly. Their communication lines are open. They're having great conversations out there. So what you want to see in pairs is that open dialogue.
Sarah Childs on Australian Open debut. First match she's ever played here. So exciting to see and a great story. She's a mechatronics engineer.
What is that?
For 7 years. Used to work at an oil refinery as well. So a multidisciplinary field that combines mechanical, electronic and software engineering to create computer-controlled machines.
Wow. How interesting.
Very interesting. Very smart as well. And Rach is she's a finance broker. So if you are in the South Australian area, of course, and you're looking to buy a house, Rachel Wolfenden is your point of call. Should see her bowl as well. That'll if that doesn't make you trust her, I don't know what will. Get you a good deal.
You make me laugh, Val.
I'll try. Got to keep you awake, Dave.
No, it's first thing this morning. Sprightly, you brought me a coffee?
Yep. The media team likes to bring the people together.
You sure do.
With coffee.
Coffee and good vibes.
Yep. If anyone offers me a coffee, I'll definitely say yes.
So both leads here, they've started well and just finishing that 2 foot to a metre away rather than completely nailing Jack. So I feel like the game's just teetering on the edge, and who can nail that Jack first is going to break this game open.
I think, Connor, consistency is going to be the key.
Yep.
And we've seen, how many times have we seen at the AO a team that isn't part of a high-performance setup come up against a team that is, and they're able to go with them for a really long time, but there's 3 ends in the match that make a difference. So they've started really well, Sarah and Rachel, but can they keep Emma and Kelly at bay?
Well, Rachel played a blinder last end. We'll just quickly have a look at it on the Tripadil replay after Kelly killed the Jack and it was replaced in tee. Rachel was able to draw the shot. So she'll be looking to do that again.
Tripadil.com.au, your bucket list holiday at the click of your fingers. All right, has a bucket list holiday coming up next year to Italy.
Yeah, it was funny. My sister said, lucky she told her husband she'd booked the trip before I let it out on live air that we were flying business class to Italy.
Could you imagine? Does he watch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Steve? Is that his name?
James.
James. Where did he get Steve from?
I don't know.
Oh, good morning, James. Gavin Milne watching from Proserpine while at work. Whereabouts is Proserpine? Let us know, Gavin Milne.
Rachel might have been a bit lucky there with the rub off Sarah's bowl. I reckon she's definitely cut it down to 1 at least.
Yeah, I think Kelly's back bowl's still holding.
Yeah, that's what I reckon as well.
Kelly McKerihen is a force to be reckoned with, a genuine force to be reckoned with.
Sarah having a good look there.
I think they will get down and measure if this doesn't change, which the way that they've been bowling, you'd back it to.
Andrew McDonald, yes, we did some troubleshooting overnight with the latency issues and worked it out. So we're able to utilise the 45s now and see a bit more of the delivery. Love technology.
Yeah, it's was very kind to us yesterday. And look, the elevation, unfortunately, we'd like to be able to do more of that, but unfortunately, Andrew, as we said yesterday, with logistical purposes, we need to travel light because we do go all over the country, as that goes through from Rachel Wolfenden. Yeah, because we do travel, so we need to travel light and make it easier for logistics. There's not as much we can do in terms of positioning, but just trying to keep pushing and make sure that it's still a prime coverage for you to keep watching on.
I'd like to see Rachel trust her draw a bit more. She drew a blinder in the second end before, but every other bowl she's kind of been raking a bit, playing narrow and heavy, looking to trail the track, but I'd like to see her trust her draw a bit more.
Kelly McKerihen, I think she's looking for the bowl here. Quite, that probably would have been worth 3 if she sat and stayed. It would have been the lead. So Emma Boyd immediately down to measure. Here's the first bowl. Who is going to take the score? Oh. Umpire called.
Wow.
Well, the umpire's a bit busy. Michael Andish
He's a good man, Michael Andish.
doing everything at the moment. He's checking for jacks inbound or bowls inbounds in front of us.
Well, we've got to keep him busy.
Now he's racing over the rink 22.
We have to keep him busy.
Great man, great ITO.
Yep, Tasmanians. You trust them.
Can you?
I don't know. I saw some interesting people in Devonport last year.
The only thing I'd say about Michael, though, is his team beat us in our pennant on grand final.
Oh, you're still dirty on him, are you?
Yeah.
So we don't trust Michael. You know who we do trust? Nogga. I trust him with my life.
He'll be playing pairs today.
Chris Norris, of course, the man from Dover.
Most southern club in Australia.
I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there. I need to get a photo with that honours board.
Maybe you can get him in a gig there, Val.
A gig?
Yeah, like a live commentary gig.
What, in Dover?
In Dover.
I'm going to set that up, Connor. I'll come down. We'll commentate Nogga. We'll call it the Nogga Cup. I wonder if he ever thought that he would become a cult hero. For one person. Of course, you can go back and watch Nogga on Rinkside Live at the Australian Championships in the fours. One of the first games we did that day. Unfortunately, I missed it. I was on a plane to China. But this is why we love bowls. There's so many characters in the sport. As we wait for this measure, Michael Andish takes one bowl out, and it is the hot pink of Kelly McKerihen.
They're on the scoreboard.
Certainly are. Only ticking up in singles so far. There's only 4 next best qualifiers across the sections because there are 60, so we need to make it an even number that can count down to 2, which of course is 64.
Yeah, there's certainly some teams who played yesterday that are crossing their fingers and toes.
Well, there's a couple of big ones. There's one that has Rebecca Lord, who is a very good bowler, fours finalist from last year. And there's also Christina Van Nierop and Lara Butler. They are sitting currently in third on the next bests at plus 34. But Beck Lord and her partner also plus 34, but their score percentage is 5% higher.
Wow.
So they sit in second.
Wasn't there someone plus 44?
There was. So they'll get through. And look, you would think that those 3 should get through with only 15 sections, 16 sections being played today. You would think that they'll be safe. It'd be very hard for 2 teams to get plus 34 today. But you never know. Kathy Love, watching from Seduna in South Australia, Far West Air Peninsula. Lucky enough to win our section yesterday with Sue Higgins from Streaky Bay. Living the dream, being here off to Helensvale today. Oh, it's great to have you here, Kath. You've certainly come up at a good time of the year. It really is an awesome event. So, Kathy, thank you for being part of the Australian Open. Great to have you here. And can't wait to see you absolutely dominating, possibly making it through to the pairs final. Might have to just word Rachel to jump out the way. There she goes. Annette King watching in Warwick in the UK. The Com Games are stayed at the University of Warwick in Birmingham. That was our athletes' village. Because me being the prime specimen athlete that I'm not. But I was lucky enough to stay there, which was really cool.
Don't sell yourself short, Val.
Oh,
a little rub and a toucher.
No, it's not even close. But yeah, that was a really cool experience. I might have to just word Rachel to just stand off the centre line slightly. Might do it the next time she's back in the end.
Obviously, first time a lot of these players have been streamed and just not used to getting out of the way.
So at the moment, to the Canadian combination.
Yeah, Kelly needs to put something behind to break up the grouping of back bowls, just in case there's some jack movement.
I'd still like to see Rachel draw a close one, because if she tries to rake for this, they could drop a big number. You want something close before you can play it at metre or two over the actually trailer jack.
So go close with your first, ideally.
Yep.
And then try something.
Yeah, it's a beauty of three bowls as well.
Yep. Garth Austin watching from Napier in New Zealand. Great to have your company, Garth. And Annette King, as we said, in Warwick. Marco Villu watching in Canada, I think. Go Emma and Kelly. Go Canada.
Oh, she didn't want that.
No. So Kelly's got the backest bowl now, and if Rachel's playing the weight, if I was Kelly, I'd nearly just draw another one.
Emma willing it home, telling it to turn. And that's fine.
She's done it.
That's 3. Is this the end that breaks open the match?
And she's going heavier as well. And she's close.
Very close. Rachel Wolfenden smokes it. But Kelly McKerihen, she's a smart one. That's why she's a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is better now. Only one down.
Yep.
As we just have a look on the Trippier real play of the drive. Rachel Wolfenden. So Jack did stay in, so it's off to the side, pretty much on the boundary peg in the ditch.
Oh, it didn't go out of bounds.
No.
No, they have put a peg there.
Yeah, so you just can't see it on the screen.
Still can't.
No. He's right on the edge. If you draw to the corner of the green.
On the edge of glory.
And this Rachel.
She's close.
She's
going to
close.
stay on.
Yeah, she is.
Wow.
That's a ripper.
What a shot.
That is a genuine ripper.
She's pretty much said to me, I'm not doing what you say, Connor. I'll play my own shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, they are well and truly up for this fight. 3 shots to 1. The problem is they have to be consistent across the 18 ends. And it's such a hard thing to do when you have the quality of opponent against you. And how many times have we seen pairs and fours teams against an almighty force. They actually win more ends than they lose, but the problem is the ends that they drop, Rach, are massive totals.
Yeah.
Saw that in the fours last year where we had the team of Leicester, Tees, Wedlock and Sheriff playing against some club bowlers, handy club bowlers. They actually lost more ends than they won, but some of the totals that they got were huge.
Yeah, they know how to look for the shots that's going to make them the numbers and execute them.
So Sarah made the top 16 in the New Zealand national singles last year, plays for Howick and Takapuna. She's a dual member of those two clubs. And Rachel has been, she won the US Open singles last year and is also a state triples champion. Went over, Rob McMullen won the US Open singles last year, didn't he?
Yep.
Good old Rowdy. We love Rowdy.
We do.
When he hands his cards in.
No, we love him in spite of that.
Okay.
We've got Denise O'Brien, Warrener. I think I'm growing roots into the couch, watching as much bowls as I can in Christchurch. Great to have your company again, Denise. Be about, 11:30 in the morning, New Zealand time? You're an avid watcher of bowls, and it's great to have your company for every time that we're on live stream.
Don't worry, Denise. I think growing roots where we're sitting at the moment as well.
Yeah, this chair actually, the chair that I'm sitting on comes home with me every night. It's stuck to me.
So Emma Boyd, she's really found a line and length. Now we talked about that lead battle at the start. Now both trying to find it. They weren't nailing it, but Emma Boyd, I think she's the one that's found it first.
Yeah, she's honed in.
And it's looking dangerous. And Rachel, you're mentioning how you'd say there's more experienced players. There's players that play at elite level. They might not as win many ends, but they pick up the big numbers. And it comes down to consistency a lot as well.
Correct.
They're never going to have a bad end, I'll say, where a club player, they might just lack that final polish. And if they have a bad end, then they're dropping a big number.
Yeah, and they know how to defend, just like you saw Kelly on the last end, play the back bowl, mark the tee early. So she knew what was going to happen and how to not drop those numbers.
Yep. Be interesting what Rachel plays. She's been favouring the weighted shots.
She's been playing them well.
Yeah.
The problem is it is difficult to go from drive to draw, but if you do it with your first, Connor, at least it gives you two opportunities to nail it. That's where three-ball pairs is, as you said, quite wonderful.
I'm a fan of the three-bowl pairs.
So am I, Rach. So am I.
Crossover every day of the week.
Nah.
I do like a crossover pairs, though, too.
To play in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to watch, sorry
a lot
to
of walking.
Sorry to those people that love it. I know Clive Adams is a massive fan of two and walk in terms of playing, because you can play different positions. Of course, you play lead and third, and then second and skip, which is great. I'd like it, and I get that. It's just so time consuming.
I like watching it as well. I agree with you. I don't like commentating it.
So that one from Kelly, just edging closer to Emma's. They've got the back bowl. Is she playing that raking weight? Oh, this is starting to look a bit dangerous, Connor.
Sure is.
And this is where we talk about the consistency from Emma Boyd and Kelly McKerihen compared to Sarah Childs and Rachel Wolfenden. They've been getting one or two bowls in there, which has maybe been saving the last couple of ends, but this one, they just haven't got one in there, and it could be a big number.
Yep. And this is where you can break the game open.
I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 or 4 at the moment.
I think it's at least 3, I reckon. At least.
I reckon it's 4.
I think this is 4, actually. You're right, Rach. So this is a huge bowl, and now going from that fiddly weight to drawing is not going to be easy. Rachel Wolfenden needs to get down. And this is now all of a sudden mightily scary. Because Kelly McKerihen, her eyes have just lit up.
Yep, got the last bowl.
Emma's checking whether they've got 4 or 5, and you can nearly change hands, trail to jack, sit the bowl.
Would it be worth sitting this bowl to the far right, the black bowl to the far right, Connor, and just sort of wicking in, do you think? To make it...
I wouldn't bother too much.
I'll
just draw on that with backhand for Kelly.
Yeah.
Just add.
You can sit the bowl, or if you're lucky, you can just do a half a foot trail and you've made 6.
Oh, yeah, true. Ignore me, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking dangerous.
And this was the end that we thought may come. Kelly McKerihen. Maybe she will sit that bowl away or just get in underneath it. Wants it to run, urging it to run. Not quite sure she got there. So we'll get to some more YouTube comments after this one has been adjudicated. 3 have been taken out. So they're in front for the first time. The first multiple of the game so far. They're bringing the energy and the passion. Emma Boyd and Kelly McKerihen.
They sure are.
4 so far.
Oh boy. Let's get a couple of dogs playing behind us. They're intrigued with what's happening. And there's the 4 signalled by Sarah Charles. The cricket signal. And it means that Kelly McKerihen and Emma Boyd take the lead for the first time in this match. Is that what they need to just keep forging on? They lead at 5 shots to 3. We've played 5 ends of the 18 so far. Vicky Lee watching in Mount Tamborine in the Gold Coast hinterland. Hopefully the weather holds at Broadbeach. It is raining.
They have a great liqueur factory up there, Val. You'd like it.
A what?
A liqueur. You don't like liqueurs?
Not really. I'm not a massive drinker. They've got a great bowls club up there as well. Vicky, are you a member of the Mount Tamborine Bowls Club? I know I speak about this so often, but left such a good impression on me back 4 years ago. Have not been back, but it's sensational. Damien Bartlett, the greenkeeper there, does an incredible job. Steve Newland watching terrific coverage, and he's watching in Melbourne. Another great day on the couch. Don't leave the couch.
Hello, Steve. That's my skip.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, that's the Steve.
Yeah.
From the other day. Okay.
The
kind
famous
Steve.
The kind, encouraging, lovely Steve.
Yarraville Footscray, the inaugural home of the AO back in 2005. Can you tell me who won the men's singles that year?
I can.
I know you can, Connor. I meant Rach. As
No.
she's a student of the game. Go, Connor.
Shane Globitz.
Yes, it was. And what about the women's singles?
Ooh.
Roma Dunn. Zero Matter 27 is back on the comments. I wasn't a massive drinker either, Val, until I heard your puns yesterday afternoon.
Yes.
That is a low blow.
Burn. I love it.
That is a low blow. I'm going to put you in a timeout.
Red card.
Red card.
Yeah, you're red carded, Zero Matter. It's what you get. Great to have your company. I was a big supporter of that match yesterday afternoon, which was quite sensational. That was between Simon Beto and Robert Nethercutt. 13-zip to Robert Nethercutt. He won at 21-20. The inevitable was delayed, but in the end it cost him a spot in the knockout rounds, and Simon Beto actually takes on someone that I know in the knockout rounds, Jordan Margariti from Aberfeldy in Melbourne. He's a ripper, is Jordan.
How do you know him, Val?
Played under-10s footy with him, funnily enough. For Aberfeldy, I won a premiership with him. And then I realised I wasn't great at footy, so after the next year I was done, went to tennis. I was always too scared.
Yeah. I find funny those type of sports. I played footy when I was younger as well and wasn't great either. Then you go back a bit later in your life when you're mid-20s and you're fine at it. I don't know if you're just playing worse players.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, yeah, it's interesting.
My skills, I haven't really kicked the footy much over the last few years, so not great, but I'll have to try and get those up to scratch.
This is looking dangerous again for Sarah and Rachel.
Sure is.
Currently 3 down.
Kelly just flicking the back jack, the jack back.
The back jack.
The back jack.
Back jack.
The jack back.
That's a good bowl from Rachel.
Sure, yeah. She needed that.
She just needs to trust the draw a little bit more. Second shot.
This is on a good track. It's going to cut under. Pull up. Yeah.
Mark Rossington telling Zero not to get me started on my puns. All right. I'll be good. Come on, Mark. I thought we were best friends. Maybe I won't come to Dinnigat Island now. Kelly McKerihen looking to try and extend this buffer. The rink next door, we've got a 14-1 lead already.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's quick. Kelly McKerihen just drifting through. It looked like the perfect bowl.
Kelly and Emma will be pretty happy at that end. They might only get the one shot, depending what Rachel does here, but 4 thirds, a chance to get a big multiple. If you keep heaping the pressure on your opposition, it'll eventually break.
That's right. I think Kelly was a little bit disappointed that her bowl didn't stick around there, but, you know, happens. Can't let it get to you, Connor.
No. And we saw, I'll say yesterday, the Ryan Bester match, he was so consistent throughout the day, and his opponent as Rachel.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think it's worked out. She's got it through the grouping of bowls, has Rachel Wolfenden, and has followed it enough.
Wow.
It's a game of millimetres. And let's have a look at the Tripodil replay. Talk us through this, Rach.
An excellent bowl. I can't believe she got it right through the 2 and then went with it. Insane. I'd like to see her do it again.
Tripodil.com.au for all of your bucket list holidays. Great partner of Bowls Australia. 5 shots to 4. And unfortunately for Sarah and Rachel, they've won 4 of the 6 ends. The problem is they're only scoring in singles.
Yeah.
They need a multiple. Peter Leon asking if they do next best in men's singles. They don't, unfortunately, just due to the sheer numbers.
Sheer numbers. There's 330 from the sectionals that go through to the knockout. So huge numbers.
So that means there's 1,320 bowlers playing in the men's singles. Insane.
Just going back to that discussion about consistent, we saw yesterday Ryan Best, he was consistent as anything in his game, but his opponent was getting shot with his last bowl a few times, but in the end Ryan did win pretty comfortably. It was just all about that consistency.
Neither of the leads nailed the jack with their first bowl.
He's a change in length. We've gone super short.
Yep. Which I don't mind. I think they've realised that maybe they need to change something up here. Sarah and Rachel.
Yeah, and the wind is up this morning.
Well, what super short does is it helps Rachel with her weighted shots a bit more. It's closer, don't need to take as much grass, less variables.
Yep.
But also, when you talk about that as that's a really nice finish from Sarah Childs, you talk about that, but Kelly McKerihen also has a sublime weighted shot.
She sure does, yes.
We were talking about the mixed pairs before, me, Emma and Kelly, and joking, saying that, or Emma was saying, because she's just married a emerging jackaroo, Dale McWhinney Shillington, saying we're not divorced yet, even with the mixed pairs. And Kelly was saying that Ali Forsyth, her partner, calls it singles with obstacles. And she says, I don't want to be an obstacle. And I said, well, if you get in the way of one of his drives, you might be. And we were joking, saying, I didn't mean to put one on the line.
I did see Emma and her partners sitting inside after the mixed pairs having a drink. So, yeah, they did look like they were still friends.
No, they are. They're still going. Husband-wife combination now. Married life hasn't changed much, she said. It's just they've signed the documents and you feel a bit more grown up. That's how I certainly felt.
Did you?
Well, when you go from... when you become a husband, you definitely feel like, oh, wow, I really am an adult. Even though I have a 6-year-old mind sometimes. The word man-child has been thrown around.
6. That's generous.
Hey, if you laugh at my jokes, that means you're right down there with me, Rach.
Well, yeah, probably.
So, Rachel Wolfenden has been impressive so far. Playing out of the Victor Harbour Bowling Club in South Australia. Kelly looking to arrive. She's very close. Kelly McKerihen. Bowl onto Jack. And I reckon they're probably one up.
Sarah Childs signalling one down. But one up now.
So, brilliantly done from Kelly McKerihen. Emma Boyd puts her arms out and says, we're going long. So I reckon we're checking what the total was there.
It was just the one.
I think it was just the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a fortunate result. Kelly was a bit tight, but when you're down, you have bowls in the head, you can afford to play it a bit tighter, a bit heavier. And the results do seem to go your way, as it did for Kelly.
Margin out to 2, 6 shots to 4. No multiples scored yet for the Sarah and Rachel combination. Some say it's a pretty good combo.
Yes. Can't beat a Sarah and Rachel.
course, Sarah is your sister.
Yeah,
So I'm sure she's watching, surely.
she would be, and I do know another Sarah watching who I play with sometimes as well.
Who is it?
Sarah Braybrook from Victoria.
Oh, isn't she up here?
She is up
I
here.
saw her name on the whiteboard. You wrote it really big too, Rach. It's highlighted in the back room as well.
Lovely human.
Good morning to everybody watching on. We've played 7 ends of 18, almost at the halfway point of this matchup, and we're still not really sure who is going to come up with the victory. Of course, it's wonderful to see bowlers from all over the country and the world bowling. We've got people from China, from Macau, from Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, England, New Zealand, India.
USA?
Yes, we do, I think. Oh, yeah. Marcus Zeno from America. He's come over. He comes over every year. Canada, of course, the Nova Scotia superstars in John and Anne-Marie Siteman.
And their saltwater taffy.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Chris Crossley in 10 degrees in Maryborough in Victoria. Yeah, it's cold. Come up here, Chris. Emma Boyd trotting in behind this one. It's good.
Lovely line on all three of her bowls.
You just feel as though she's starting to take this lead battle by the scruff of the neck.
So important as a lead to beat your opposition.
In 3-bowl pairs especially as well, Connor, I think it can be considered a leads game at times. I think it's a bit of both, but I think when your lead is winning, it's certainly more beneficial.
Well, it's a great debate. A lot of people say it's a skips game, but a lot of others say it's a leads game. And I'm in the camp of leads game, because if your lead can get on it, then you're well set up.
Yeah.
It allows a skip to play more shots and collect bigger numbers.
I agree with you, Connor.
I don't know who said this saying. I've heard it before. Leads win you games. Skips decide by how much.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yep.
I like that. And there's an article written by Carla Krasanik on BA's website back in, I want to say 2021. It was a feature, or some feature articles that Carla did back after she had little Harley. And it was called Carla's Corner, and she wrote it. Pardon?
I've seen it.
You've seen it. Yeah. It was about leading, and this was one particular article out of, I think she wrote 10 or 12. If you want to go back and have a look, you can just go to bowls.com.au and search Carla's Corner. And it was about leads and how important they are. It was a really interesting piece. I might actually pop it in the comments. I'll copy the link and find it for you.
Yeah, I'd like to give that one a read.
And you know what I did? I've labelled them as edition 1 to 11. So 1 to 15 she wrote.
So this could be another big collect to the Canadians right now.
It's looking dangerous, Connor.
Currently holding... I'm trying to have a look. It could be 3, could be 2. Camera's a bit deceiving. Kelly, she just needs to hold a line, get around the front stuff, and she's close. Or go underneath. Nope.
What can Rachel do with her last bowl?
She's been very good with her last bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. So it didn't affect the head, so they'll measure to see what the total is. looks definitely 2.
That hand coming back this way looks to be...
Swooping a bit.
Yeah.
Yep. Wind's really coming up. So one has been taken out. Measuring for the second, which has also been taken out.
Looking dangerous.
That's just the 2. So 2 more for the Canadian duo.
8 shots to 4. They've doubled the score of their opponents now. They're starting to flex their muscles as we near the halfway point of this matchup. All right, I finally found it. I went back to edition number 1.
Oh,
it was edition 13.
Oh.
So have a look at the link if you are interested in terms of the importance of being a lead. Have a read of the article that I've just popped in the comments there. Cameron Bauer saying that great to see the sun still out. Drizzle here in Brisbane for the last hour. It's kind of out. There's a lot of cloud cover, especially out over the ocean, but not too bad. Try and do a rain dance to make it not get here. 8 shots to 4. Boyd and McKerihen lead Childs and Wolfenden. And Emma Boyd is really nailing her weight and line. It's a good time zone for those in Canada to be watching. If you are in Canada, let us know. Second biggest country on the planet.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh yeah, would be.
Russia the biggest.
Yep. I've always wanted to get to Canada.
Same here. It's a really good response from Sarah Childs. She get rid of this Emma Boyd bowl. Can it hold? Doesn't want to promote it at all. Just sneaks past.
Probably in a good home for the trail there.
That's better from Sarah. There's bowls in the head, so it gives Rachel a few more opportunities and they're less likely to drop those big numbers.
Yeah, it takes the pressure off.
Val, I just skipped a crossing. Just got a question for you. What are your thoughts of AI in bowls and to help bowls clubs out?
Depends what with. I'm one that I try not to use too much AI in terms of my work. Just because I like to still do things myself and keep myself fresh, and in terms of writing articles, I'll never use AI in that sort of a thing. But I think it can certainly help when it comes to the social media side of things, Connor, because you can generate, you tell ChatGPT to generate a graphic and say, this is the information that we need. This is what we're doing. This is the event. This is the prize money on offer, and put this as the background. I think it certainly works in that sense instead of just a hell of a lot of copy in your post, because now, and for clubs listening, a good tip for social media is to not use as much copy in your post, because people's attention spans do start to wane. So if you have it all in a succinct graphic, I think it works. And I think that's where it can really come in handy, Connor, if you do use AI in that sense. And there's also so many other things that AI does, isn't there? And they can certainly help clubs in terms of running events and formulating things as well.
Just makes things more efficient. And why I bring it up is Bowls Australian Club Map. They're hosting a webinar tonight on our resources hub. So there's the link there, bowlshub.clubmap.com.au, and you can register. AI helping bowls clubs and how AI can help your clubs run on volunteers, a lot of them, and they don't have time to do stuff. And AI does make things more efficient, like you said, doing posters for tournaments, helping with draws, emails, tons of stuff like that. So if you want to tune in, be 7 p.m. AEST tonight. Just follow the link or scan the QR code and you'll see all the information there. Or if you go onto our website, you'll find some more information about the webinar. But it should be a good one.
Certainly will.
And you can also go on the Resources Hub, and there's a lot more information on social media, how to use Bowls Link. There's a coaching one from Karen Murphy and Lindsay Clark.
That's not a bad one.
That was a very popular webinar, but you can follow that as well.
They've made a number net there.
They certainly have. Sorry, we were just going off on a little bit of a tangent on
down the AI rabbit hole.
It was 3, maybe 4.
So we'll just get confirmation on what that was. That was... Oh, that's a brilliant finish to the end. I reckon that was a 3. So their first multiple of the game. And at the halfway point, it's a one-shot bowls game.
It's been a battle.
Yep, sorry, we do apologise. We were just talking about the bowls clubs and how they can benefit from AI, and I missed some really good polls from Rachel and Sarah. Quite incredible, and a couple of people that have just read the Carla Krasanik article. Really worth the read. That's great to hear that you enjoyed it. It was Jonathan Goldstein and Don Hogarth watching in Bowen in Queensland, and Q's 1969. Good morning, Bowls fans. What an excellent day for Bowls. Good calling. Watching from Parks, New South Wales. Great to have your company, Q's, again. AI has helped our clubs with promotion and posters. I might use it to spell check, but I like to use my brain for letters and emails. Now, I do agree. I think for emails and things like that, I'm one, and especially for writing articles, I like to keep myself fresh and try and keep that vocabulary fresh as well.
I'm the opposite.
I know.
I need softening sometimes.
You are a blunt individual, aren't you?
Yeah, I can be.
Before you've had your coffee?
Before I've had my coffee.
But no, with articles and social media, I try and be as creative as I can, because I feel like if you use AI too much, it can dilute that.
Yeah. You can train it to talk in your language, though.
You can.
The amount of emails I receive daily, it really does help create some efficiency in my work.
You had a program that can make something into a poem.
Yeah, yep. Currently trialling Copilot, and I wrote a poem for you, didn't I, Val?
Yep, for me and John Roberts, the tournament director, and our bromance. So, Rachel Wolfenden and Sarah Childs have just found their way back into this. This is N10. We've crossed the halfway point.
Yeah, and both leads are really starting to find it. Their heads are becoming closer. That last bowls of Emma's might have just been a bit of a nuisance for
I think Rachel was looking for the backhand trail, sit the bowl. But she'll just have to stick to the forehand. She's been drawing well. It's not a favoured shot, but she has been drawing well. And you talked about that wind before, Rachel, and how it was swooping on the rider screen. Well, we just saw that bowl from Rachel come down and hardly turned at all on that left hand side.
Yeah, it is coming across that wind, and got to kind of work with it, I guess, when the wind is up. I, as a lead, always like to play with the wind rather than against.
You make the wind your friend.
Exactly.
You always need to have a positive mindset, Val.
Yeah, you do.
And see a lot more weight from Rachel with a second.
Yeah, she may go big again with her third. It is hard to go from drive to draw.
Well, she's got 2 seconds now, so she can afford to. Maybe not. I'm looking at the head from our angle rather than the camera angle. Emma and Kelly might be holding 2, maybe 3.
Kelly's made it even harder, I reckon, with that one.
John Roberts walks by.
He can't stay away from me.
The man in the poem.
What'd you play here, Connor?
If I was Rachel, I'd play weight again as she's doing, since she just played at last bowl. And she's close.
Very close.
Well, she gets rid of 2. So cuts it back down to 1.
Well, sometimes if you don't take the shot, it's always good to bring it down. Tom watching on. The wind is only my friend. We've got someone watching from the exercise bike. It's good, keeping fit.
So it is a 2.
Extending that buffer. We will triple check that that score from the end before as well. We believe it's 10 shots to 7.
Was a 3.
That was a 3. And it was a 3 before, so that is 11 shots to 7. So that 3 that Rachel and Sarah scored has now been negated by Kelly McKerihen and Emma Boyd. 4 shots, the margin at the moment. Robert Udy sending some love for Connor. Makes a lot of sense on the live stream. Cameras are working a lot better too. They certainly are. You do make a lot of sense on the live stream, Connor. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Good to hear from you. Hope everything's doing well.
And someone asked, and he's also asked, who owns the huge camera that hovers over the green in the finals? They're the jib cameras, and they're owned by the broadcast partners that come in and do the finals for us. And they are rather expensive too. So Connor's just going to fix one of the cameras as Emma Boyd looking to wrestle shot back. Been a really intriguing morning. Was excited when I saw where this one was lying in terms of rink 22 on green 4, Rach, because I love streaming some of the best when they're good people as well. Emma Boyd and Kelly McKerihen are just that.
Yeah, they are. I had the pleasure of working with Emma when we did our staff conference last year, and she was just a delight to work with.
It's a nice finish to that bowl from Emma Boyd, but still, and it's a good grouping at the back there.
Yeah. Even though she doesn't have shots, she's put them behind and in a good spot for Kelly to make something happen. So even though she's missed her weight slightly, she can, She set it up nicely for Kelly.
And Kelly doesn't need more invitation to go big and get that jack back at all. Sarah Childs, however, looking to get this one to join that grouping. Another foot of weight and she would have been fine. I think Tom on the comments, you've given me a very big ego over the last 6 or 7 months, Tom, from nationals all the way to here. Well, you've attempted to. I've tried to keep it curbed. Have it slapped out of me.
Got to keep you humble.
Try and keep myself humble. I'm my own harshest critic, don't you worry.
Yeah, you can be.
I'm very hard on myself.
Yeah, so am I.
You should see me when I drive. Get road rage at other people, but I road rage myself when I make a mistake. Yeah, Andrew, we are trying to get this camera sorted. Connor has gone and fixed it.
Yeah,
Was
just had to run over there.
Small issue.
Sorry, disconnected from the Wi-Fi, so I had to just run over, connect back.
So at the moment, probably favouring one to Kelly McKerihen. Pink bowl, but it's looking a little lonely in the head. You'd back her in to get one in a really good position here.
Yeah.
But she's ending up in the same spot. So really big chance for Rachel. She needs to be millimetre perfect with her weight, though. Doesn't want to trail the jack back too far. But a tiny little trail could see her make a decent collect and get this match back on
Just cutting under.
level term. Alan, great to have your company as well, Lidashenko. Let us know wherever you're watching from on the planet. Kelly is better with this one.
Oh,
Needs to be careful. Oh,
Great
that's brilliant.
great bowling by Kelly McKerihen.
Canadian Colossus. Rachel Wolfenden. Oh, she's going to be under, but is she going to get a little rub? No. So I think that's another 2 to the Canadians. And they move on by 6. Five shots scored in the last 2 ends. And now they're starting to keep it at that margin where a full count will only tie it for Sarah and Rachel.
Yeah, Sarah and Rachel really need to win this end and get the map back in order to start to...
I think Sarah gained a lot of confidence in the last end. She was holding 3 shots before they crossed over. And she's really grown into the game. Started off a bit scratchy trying to find that length, but I reckon the last 5 ends or so consistently been within that mat length.
I always find the morning game, the first couple of ends, can be kind of the hardest to find. You're fresh. You're first into it in the morning. No bowls have gone down. The sun's normally not been on it for long.
Yep, I campaign for 6 roll-up ends.
I would like that,
Yep.
yeah.
It's okay in pennant bowls when you can just practice as long as you want beforehand, but
Yeah.
comps like the AO, Nationals, when you're going into pretty much fresh with only 2 trial ends and potentially 4 bowls, it's hard to do.
Have they always done that in Tasmania? You can go and roll up for as long, or is it new in?
There was a slight adjustment that you had to finish. So roll up would start at 12:45 and you have to be finished by 12:30, but now you can just practice as long as you want.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. well, in southern Tasmania. I don't know what's up, like north and northwest.
So while these bowls come down, Sarah starting to get this lead battle back on track. A question from Cuse. Thoughts on favourites for the women's pairs in the title? We haven't talked about that yet, and there are some hefty pairings out there. What do you think, Rach and Connor?
Well, I'm back in the defending champions in Chloe Stewart and Selena Goddard.
Yep.
They had 3 very good wins yesterday. I know who you're backing, Val.
Who?
Kelsey Cottrell, Lindsay Clark.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking, I thought, hang on, where am I going with this? But no, yeah, I think, I just think they're due for a pairs title. The last was in 2021, and I reckon they're going to be very difficult to beat once again. They played Kelly McKerihen, and I think she was with Leanne Chinnery last year, and I think Kelly will say herself that she got a couple of very lucky results in that quarterfinal clash. Emma Boyd made the quarterfinals as well last year, played with Olivia Bloomfield, the 2022 winner, who unfortunately, with her partner from 2022, Paris Baker, are eliminated yesterday.
Oh, no.
So a couple of people saying Boyd McKerihen will be up there, Jenna Tash, Dawn Heyman. Matthew commenting, fun fact. Oh, I thought he was saying he'd never been to Queensland, but the Queen never visited Queensland, okay? I don't know if that's actually true. Of course, there's a few people that are sweating on the results from today. Christina Van Nierop and Lara Butler, 2024 singles winner and the 2024 pairs winner. Chrissy, of course, a Com Games gold medalist as well. They're sweating on next best qualifiers. They're currently third. The top 4 next best go through. They're plus 34, however, so that should be enough. But it'll be close. Chrissy not playing with Ellen this year. Ellen not coming up to the AO to play. She's here, though. She's come up for a couple of nights with her husband, Mac, and little boy, Archie.
Yeah, having a holiday.
Yeah,
How nice.
saw them all this morning.
What a place it is to have a holiday.
And that is
That's
a nice place to put her bowl.
Yeah.
Rachel Wolfenden.
I think she would have preferred her bowl not to beat it. She probably had a resting toucher.
Yeah.
But they are holding 3, as Emma Boyd indicated.
Kelly McKerihen needs to get down. She's not far away. Just squeezes past the jack. And this, as Rachel Wolfenden makes her way down, this could be massive.
With the score how it is, she has to play it. I think they're deciding, just taking their time, and saying don't do anything drastic, don't go overweight. So Rachel just put this on a wide line, let it draw back. She's too wide, she's too wide. You don't want to go narrow and heavy. That's the one thing you don't want to do when you're holding.
That's right. And it's their bowls on the way in, so you're right, Connor.
Yep, just need to be careful with that swoop, with that wind.
The wind is your friend.
Yep, she's pretty good.
So to make a 4 and cut the margin back to 2, Rachel Wolfenden needs it to stop, wants it to stop.
She wasn't wide, but...
And that will do the trick, I think. Well, I think the margin might have only been 12-7 before, so it might have only been a 1 on that last end instead of a 2. So that cuts the margin to just 1. 12 shots to 7. Of course, we may have a couple of errors with our score here and there just because we don't have markers out there.
And they're very far away.
Yep. So we're doing our best. 1 shot the difference. So this one has swung again. The pendulum at 2/3 of the way through, almost right in between. We've played the 12 ends, and they've won 6 ends apiece. A 4, massive 4. The last 2 collects. They hadn't scored a multiple before N9. N9 they scored a 3, and N12 they score a 4. Rachel Wolfenden and Sarah Childs are well and truly in this.
Well, we talked about the M before, and even though they did lose a 1, we talked about the confidence that would have gave them. Sarah Childs was holding 3 at the crossover. And they've been slowly getting back into this game, being a bit more competitive, a bit more consistent, I would say. Not competitive, more consistent, which is the key.
Yeah. And it's been the lead bowling from Sarah that's certainly helped. It's given Rachel a lot more to play to.
Well, before they were getting shots from one bowl right at the end, but now they're getting shots from actually having bowls in the head and being more consistent, which is it's just the way you're generally going to win.
So 3 matches of women's pairs coming up for you today. Sarah Childs. Oh, this is Child's play.
Red card, Val.
I'm waiting for zero matter. I had to just get one. On her AO debut, for those that have just joined us, Sarah and Rachel met in January. And that was in New Zealand. Rachel said, "Oh, you can bowl. Do you want to play with me at the AO?" She said, "Yeah, why not?" This is Sarah's first Australian Open, her first match, and she's on the live stream.
What a way to enter the AO.
Insane, isn't it?
And you can see why Rachel asked her.
She can bowl. She's going toe-to-toe with a World Championships medalist and the Canadian Com Games selected team. They'll be expecting to get close to a medal. Emma Boyd and Kelly McKerihen in Glasgow later this year.
Yeah.
Next month, in fact.
It's come around quickly, hasn't it?
As the fact that we're already nearly a third of the way through the Australian Open and we're in the middle of June is ridiculous, let alone anything else.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
It's been event after event this year.
Well, it will be event after event. There was sort of a little lull.
Or even the long roll was going
true.
on.
That was more time consuming for you rather than me. I think, Connor, you were part of the working group for that.
So was I.
Oh, were you?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Well done. Of course, Tony Carter did a mountain of work with that. Kelly puts in another one. So let's say this is probably 3. Renee Childs watching on. That's my sister. Proud sister moment. Well, great to have your company, Renee. So glad you're watching along. Your sister is having a pretty darn good morning. Playing really well.
Be a huge bowl for Rachel with the last 3 down at the moment.
Yep.
She got a line right with the first bowl and weight right with the second bowl, so...
Now she has to put them together.
Yep, exactly.
It's often the hardest thing to do.
Third time's a charm. Kelly just missing through the head, but finishing a good home.
Almost the perfect home.
What is that saying? Believe and you will achieve.
I'm wondering whether Rachel has a little look at this. She has a lethal drive.
Yeah, she does.
If she gets it right, she can get Emma's through Kelly's and they can pop out and get Emma's other one. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack clean. I mean, she should go with the jack, so you'd think she'd still hold one, even though it might not have the backest. Be interesting what she decides to do.
So one shot the difference. They've kept with their opponents, but Boyd and McKerihen continuing to pepper. Rachel Wolfenden.
A little go at this.
She's having a look. Not a mile off. Not a mile off. Or I think she's cut it down at least. But Kelly putting shots in like this is like shelling peas.
You talked about the long roll before. If you want to come bowls for Brisbane 2032 Barraca, you can go onto the Bowls Australia website. There's a QR code and a website URL. Follow that. Sign up. Costs nothing and just shows the support for bowls getting to Brisbane 2032 Olympics. And that will be...
2.
2.
I think Emma put her fingers up for 2.
So 14-11. Going end for end at the moment. It's not been the easiest morning so far for Emma and Kelly. They've been tested. We've got 5 ends to play. We started at 9 a.m. Was it only a 1, was it? It was. So 2 shots the difference. 5 ends to play. We started, been going an hour and 25 minutes, which means that we have 50 minutes to go in this session. So no issues surely at all in terms of getting this done.
I told you not to trust my eyes, Val.
Yep, and I will refuse to do so in the future.
That was a huge bowl for Rachel.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have played that. I would have played more weight or stick to the draw, but she played that fiddling weight and it worked out.
Yep. Fiddly weight only doesn't work in Devonport.
Yeah. It's all right in grass green, so I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's
just synthetics.
Yep.
Yeah,
correct.
Imagine trying to play fiddly weight on the portable at the Com Games. Oof.
No.
That'd be brutal. Gotta go big.
Yeah.
Go hard or go home.
I was about to say that.
Yep.
Be like Nick Brett, draw in between on the right angle.
It's still ridiculous, the fact that he was able to do that.
Without touching anything.
Yeah. And then to trail it and have a double resting toucher.
Yeah. Quite unreal.
Like that I think if you're looking at the perfect bowl, that probably sums it up. Sarah Childs. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a resting toucher.
Great bowls from Sarah.
Renee in the comments will be pretty happy.
Putting some pressure on the Canadian duo.
Good reply from Emma.
Yeah, that opens it up.
Sarah just needs a bowl to the same bowl. It's nice. Trail on the forehand. No danger at all, really. Yeah, that's good. It's a good position. So just have a look at that Tripadil replay. Sarah Child, she's been in great form the last 5 or so ends. Really brought the Childs Wolfenden combo back into this match.
Comment from Cuse as well, saying that 3-bowl pairs lead is so important. It can just set up the end. It really can. this has been a really entertaining battle, and some of you would be forgiven for sitting there and saying that, oh, you know what? You know, I know Emma and Kelly really well, seen them bowl, they're fantastic. But these two, they are quality. Rachel just going through.
I wonder if Kelly will go a bit firmer at this now. She first one, she put it right on the tee. She's got the second shot.
Frog Legs, 1200, saying go Rach.
She's close.
Kelly McKerihen is very close.
Oh, unlucky.
Puts it back on that first bowl or second bowl of Sarah. Old school black bowls too, I like it. It's like the black footy boots. You don't really see them much, but they still serve a purpose and look pretty good.
And Kelly's probably actually made it harder for herself now. There's a nice ledge before, but it's a bit harder with her back resting touch-up. She's come up to have a look, see what Rachel does. She doesn't want to touch her own. Good spot.
And the thing is, all 5 of their bowls are past the jack, Sarah and Rachel. Emma's 2 on jack high and 1 slightly shorter. And 1 of Kelly's, and the first of Kelly's, is past. But this has been a really well set up head.
I think for Kelly here, she just has to draw on the backhand. If she can touch the jack like she did in the last bowl, it does take it over the Emmas. Going harder, I mean, they do have the one right back, but it could go wrong, and if it goes only a metre or so back, they could be 4 down.
Yeah, a lot of bowls to get through.
Just looking to draw. If she can flop onto the jack, it could move it enough to make 2 even. Good
Very
effort.
close, yeah.
Good effort. It's good game awareness as well. You've still got the lead. Dropping to 1 is an okay action at this point in time.
How many years have you been bowling for, Connor?
20 years.
20?
Yeah, started when I was 10.
Wow.
Turned 30 earlier this year.
So did I.
Am I still the youngest at BA?
Yep. No. We've been eclipsed.
Oh.
Taryn Elvish. If you are watching, Taryn, good morning to you. The youngest at BA. And there is another one to the New Zealand-South Australian combination with 4 ends to go. It's a one-shot game. Another thriller at the Broadbeach Bowls Club at Club Broadbeach. How lucky are we? It's starting to get slightly chilly.
Yeah, it is a bit fresh out here this morning. Wind is up.
Taryn doing a good job coordinating our Rookie Rollers program. You can book a Rookie Rollers program. Go to bowls.com.au/Rookie Rollers. Sporting school funding for Term 3 has closed. But Term 2 bookings are still open if you do have funding and would like to book a program. So any schools listening out, book a program for the world's most inclusive sport. That wind is really getting up now.
Yeah.
Starting to get a bit cold. Great start from Sarah once again.
Well, being from New Zealand, I think she'd she'd enjoy playing in the wind. It's a very, very windy place.
Do you know whereabouts from New Zealand she's from?
We'll check where Howick Bowling Club is. I do think the rain is coming.
Starting to see everyone move their bags under cover.
We might have to go get the plastic bags for the phones. So Howick Bowling Club is just outside, slightly southeast of Auckland, on the northern part of New Zealand. So probably maybe not as windy as the South Island, not as cold, probably.
Definitely.
Renee Child saying Auckland. There we go. Max Kleinig watching on as well. Australian Champion of Champions winner last year. Great to have your company, Max. Oh, you can probably hear that in the microphone. That wind is coming. Just send a message around to people that are a little further south than us and have been informed that it is raining.
And look how tight a line that Emma's taken compared to the other hand, which is swooping.
And she's taken it.
The wind is her friend.
Jacket time for me.
Tom, I'm coming off a cold, which is why my voice is so deep at the moment. I'm not 60. I appreciate the Morgan Freeman vibes, though. Yeah, Val's running off to get the bags, carry our cameras, because this is coming from nowhere. You can probably see the drops of rain coming on the camera now. Everyone's coming off the green.
It's coming in sideways, Connor.
Of course, a few hands left of this game to go, and can we power through it? Rachel, she's swapping hands, going on to the wider hand. Looking to sit Emma's bowl. Just needs to run.
She wasn't far off.
Yep. She's probably drawing second shot as well. So, could be just the one for the Canadian pairing at the moment. Bit worried about our cameras at the moment, Rach. I'm worried they're going to get blown over.
Yeah. That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. You'd see how much Kelly's bowl was cutting under the head.
I like it. The lady in front of me has just pulled out a cover for her bowls bag.
Yep, that's the thing. And then Rachel also just ducking out. Now we're getting wet here. This is... Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. We're just readjusting ourselves so the equipment doesn't get wet. And it looks to be one for the Canadian duo. Everyone just taking a break to move their stuff inside and get prepared for the wet weather.
Hey, sorry everyone, it's come down a bit of rain at the moment, so everyone's come off the green. We just had a mad scramble to get all our equipment more under cover because it's coming in kind of sideways at the moment underneath our marquee. The roadcast is wet, so I'm hoping it's okay at the moment. So we'll just have a little wet weather break. Matthew's saying time for a cuppa. Yeah, if you're around, go for a cuppa. Matthew's saying cats and dogs out there. Yep, definitely is at the moment. See Val running out there in the rain, putting paper bags over the cameras, doing a great job. You probably see him on the.
Does he have his wet weather jacket on?
Now there's a few raindrops. Yeah, he does. You can see the poor man out there.
Doing a good job out there, Connor.
Tom, this looks like a great Scottish summer day.
Love it, Tom.
It's why the Commonwealth Games will be an indoor portable rinks coming up later in July and August. Should be a fantastic event. A lot of stories. Aaron Wilson, can he go back to back to back? The three-peat. Can Ellen Fife.
Yeah.
She go another singles gold medal. They go with 2 golds in Birmingham in 2022.
It's going to be a different surface for them and different game.
Yeah, Jimmy Reynolds hasn't been at a Commonwealth Games since 2002, making his return after 24 years.
Oh, hey, how are you?
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to go on a quick little rain break, so bear with us while we just tidy up here and then get back on the green in a second.
Connor's just gone to wipe down the cameras for us, and everyone's getting back out on the green to finish off their last couple of ends. Rain has eased up here, but yeah, got a heavy downpour and it was coming in sideways, so caught us a little off guard. Had some lovely ladies hand us a bunch of bowls cloths to wipe everything down because we just didn't have enough. Not a bad start from the leads, considering quite a bit of water was just dumped on the green. As you can see, it looks like it might have just slowed up the green a bit with the leads falling short on their first couple. Great ball there from Sarah. Take a shot. Rachel signalling it's still theirs. Asking for something behind. And how crazy is this? The sun has just come out. Rain is gone. And it's now another beautiful morning at Club Broadbeach. Rachel just slicing the jack. Kelly not far off here. Great effort.
Sorry about that, everyone. We had a massive downpour, but it was a 1 to the Boyd McKerihen combination before.
And I've just had a second shower, ladies and gentlemen. I am miserable.
Yeah, we did see the Boyd McKerihen score. We haven't put it on the scoreboard yet
Yep.
because we've been running around wiping everything down.
And I was manning the fort and don't know how to do it.
Queensland weather.
They call it the Sunshine State. Well, that's the first lot of rain I think I've ever seen at the AO, and that was horrendous.
That's a Queensland storm for you. But what are you talking about, Val? It's sunny.
There's another
It's coming.
big patch coming
Is it?
in an hour.
Yeah, look behind us.
Yeah. No, it's in front of us. It's coming from the ocean.
We're surrounded. It's going to affect the game. Oh, that's going to change the green. Just that little patch is going to affect the green. Maybe a bit slower. There's grass on the bowls I saw running down when I was wiping the cameras. And Sarah Childs, she's probably feeling at home the slower greens, but Kelly was able to knock that over and wrestle back the shot. Sarah looking behind to see what's there.
All right, we will endeavour to go and fix our cameras as well. We do apologise for that break in play, but Mother Nature just not being very kind to us today. That was... I went to get some bags for the cameras, Rach, and as I came back, it just bucketed down.
Yeah.
The hoods on our windrunners come off. So
wow.
You try and put it on, the wind just blows it off.
Yeah, it really was coming in sideways.
Like, it's supposed to be a windproof jacket, and the hood doesn't work. As you can tell, I really hate the rain.
Well, hopefully the monitor holds up because there was water in the mainframe.
So, Jack has gone to the tee and just getting a measure. All this total is going to be. And we'll get the final adjudication for end number 16 of 18. Peter Williams watching on. Hello from the oldest person at Bowls Australia.
Are you the oldest, Peter?
I reckon he would be. So I think that is another 1 to the McKerihen-Boyd combination. They lead it by 3 shots. 15-12, 2 ends to go. I think we'll still get done in under the time limit, which is insane.
And hopefully the storm that's coming comes over the break in play and you don't get hit in your next commentary session, Val.
I hope not. And what's the point of a marquee?
When it comes in sideways?
It just came in sideways. I think they have side things for it, but I don't know where those are.
And then we also couldn't see the bowls if you put the sides up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge shout out to the bowls community, though. We had people rushing the tent, giving us their bowls cloth to cover our equipment.
Sensational people. Jeff Briggs in Bendigo saying it's warm and sunny.
Bendigo.
Well,
Devonport's probably warm and sunny.
yeah, probably. So 15-12 is the score. 2 ends to go. Really despise the rain.
It was so funny. Just before that rain came in, I was sitting there thinking, I'm really hot and I'm going to get burnt. And then next minute, cloudy and rain.
This is a game going right down to the wire.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see this affects momentum. Sarah Childs was all over it before that little rain break.
Yeah, the conditions have changed a little bit out there.
New Zealand weather. Could help her.
It genuinely might. I saw Sarah before and she said if it's if the rain's no good for the cameras, then it's no good for us. So I think she was keen to get under some covers. And see, Connor, remember you were saying before we went on air, maybe we can just sit under the covers. It'd be fine, like the green shades.
Oh, yeah.
See how they're pooling in the middle as well?
Yeah.
That would be just dripping onto us.
Yeah.
So very glad that we didn't move. As you can see, we've got some cameras over some plastic bags over the phones.
How we do is kind of put a hole in the plastic bag and tie it around, but we made the hole too big. And,
I was in a rush.
It's like
I was in a rush, and I've
flapping over the camera lens.
I've over-opened the hole.
So Rachel Wolfenden playing weight. Just missed the edge. She got that edge. It would have been interesting.
Certainly.
It's quite a bold tactic. And Kelly going right to the back. So if Rachel's to miss this, they're going to be nearly 5 down with an end to play. It's a huge bowl. Needs a clear run and to sit. And she's got it.
Wow, what a bowl.
What a bowl from Rachel Wolfenden.
Woof, woof. I've been wanting to do that all morning. I've been rained on. I don't care anymore.
And we just have a look at that bowl on the Tripadil replay as Kelly McKerihen comes down to survey the head. She played her weight. She needed to sit it fat to stay, and she did, and finished in a very good spot. A toucher as well.
That is a ripper. So, Kelly McKerihen with it all to do. They're only 3 shots ahead here. They've got an end and change to go. Weather says it's 21 degrees outside. There is no way it's 21 degrees out here. Everyone's got their jackets on. Feels like the Nationals last year at Devonport. Only this time I wasn't undercover and inside. And I'm sad.
Kelly, can she get down? Missed the front, and she is close, and she's just clipped Emma's at the front. So it's going to be 1 to Rachel as she walks back with 1 left in the chamber.
If she can add a 2, we're going to have a 1-bowl game, 1-shot game with an end to play.
A draw. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, you have, yes.
I'll back her in. She's been playing some clutch bowls.
There wasn't a draw yesterday, I don't think, in terms of the next best qualifiers anyway. Could throw a spanner in the works.
And she's playing weight. Oh, she's going for the bowl.
Got it.
She's got it.
And I tell you what, has she made 3, Connor? What has she made here? It was aggressive and it was accurate. That is, was it 2 or 3? I think she's just made a 3. That is incredible. Rachel Wolfenden has just levelled the game with an end to play. I saw 3. Hang on, I'm going to double check. What a bowl from the South Australian skip. See if I can see a hand signal back on the YouTube, which is on a delay. I think it was a 3. Can you believe it?
That is bold.
Well bowled.
That is credit where credit is due. I would not have bowled that. I would have played the safe shot, gone for the draw 2, gives us a chance in the last end to make a 2 or 1.
So we've got 1 end to go, end 18. That's ridiculous. 15 all. One end shootout. They have stayed with Emma and Kelly the whole game. And Sarah Childs puts one right on the jack.
They're hungry for this. They want it.
Are we going to see some heroics? Had a bit of everything over the last half hour or so. This was probably one thing we weren't expecting from the day. But Sarah Childs and Rachel Wolfenden, quite incredible. Are you up and about, Rach? Because look at what Sarah's put on again.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Applying some pressure here.
The question for Emma is, does she just go at this right now, clear them out?
I think she should. Give Kelly everything she can possibly muster. Needs to be passed anyway. All right, she's got 2 passed. I reckon she should have a...
With a third.
I reckon she should have a go at this. Sarah Childs has played a purely perfect final end so far. This is her final bowl of this one. She's out a little wider, and she might be going to join those ones at the back unless she nailed her weight. No.
Doesn't want to put a target, but I think she missed the trick. I would have just gone straight around the back right there and then. Wouldn't even worry about drawing another shot.
No. So she hasn't gone behind. She's just missed short. But well played.
She's lined up for it.
Her AO debut has been brilliant. Emma Boyd is going to be passed slightly. So
Missed under.
it's all for Kelly McKerihen to do here. I reckon Emma, maybe should she have gone for that, Connor? Should she have had a ping at the drive? What a game this has been. We've been halted by rain. We've been tattered by water. We're drenched. We're cold. But the fire is burning on the rink. You up and about, Rach?
I sure am. This is a great game. Can't believe it's come down to the last end.
Rachel, she wants to keep running.
That's
that's good.
That's perfect.
Yep. Very, very good.
So what's Kelly going to do? Her partner is Ali Forsyth, one of the best drives in the game. Arriving weight it is, I think. She's going to try and split this one out. I tell you what, she's not far away. Kelly McKerihen.
Oh, great try.
Of course, there are no killed ends.
That does give Kelly the backers bowl now. So she's got the tee.
That still doesn't make it a target.
That's fine, no.
And that adds another one to the count, I reckon.
Yes, you can see Kelly's bowl right at the back.
Yep. Does she go big or does she wait with her last? Just a similar bowl before, maybe. Split it open, possibly. Emma wants this to hold and come back. It's coming, and she has opened it up, but one bowl still remains. One of Sarah Childs remains right next to the jack. There are no killed ends.
Huge decision from Rachel.
What do you do? I think, Connor, I reckon you put one on the tee and
That's what I would
make
do.
Kelly draw.
Well, you saw Sarah, she was standing kind of to split the 2 blues up, but I think Rachel's first does a good job of that. I do think you go right back. I mean, you could try and trail it to make it harder, but then you risk putting a bigger target in.
Yep. I think you're taking the tee. and you're making Kelly McKerihen draw for it or trail for it.
There you go. You can see Sarah putting a foot there. Good call.
So this is it for Rachel Wolfenden. Where has she put it? Has she sent it far enough?
I don't
No,
think
she
she's
hasn't.
done enough, no.
So it comes down to Kelly McKerihen. Perfect trail coaching. Will she find the perfect trail or will she find the perfect drive?
That's a good one, Val. This is a perfect trail.
So they're standing, talking.
What are you playing, Connor?
I think you have to play the forehand. Back yourself in with the draw. You're two down. A drive, you might be just hit Sarah's front and then you're still one down. You have to play the draw. Especially that tight hand as well. It's not going to turn as much. Looks like she's lining up.
She is lining up. Kelly McKerihen watching intently. Not a mile away, but not close enough. It's going to be 2 in the end to Sarah Childs and Rachel Wolfenden. Because they're going to measure for the third just to rub salt into the wounds. Kelly not overly happy with her shot then, and she holds herself to a high standard, but what a game it was. They led from the fourth end or fifth end onwards. From the fifth end onwards when they took a 4. I couldn't quite see what the score was in the end there, but we'll double check.
It was 2.
It was 2. Are you sure, Rach?
Yes.
So
It was 3. Michael reckons it's 3.
Michael's saying 3.
Michael says 3.
We trust Michael.
We trust Michael.
Don't trust me.
Yep. And that will do the job. 6 shots from the last 2 ends to take an incredible victory. Sarah Childs, in her first Australian Open match, dethrones the Canadian Commonwealth Games team with Rachel Wolfenden from South Australia, 18 shots to 15, thanks to some telling and extraordinarily good bowls. Rachel, Roger, how good was that?
It was great bowling from the new duo, like having never played together and go out and put on a performance like that.
They met in January. Rachel said, Sarah, do you want to play with me at the AO? You can bowl. She said yes, and look at what they've done. Incredible. Connor Munning, spot on to you.
Thank you very much, Val.
What a start to Women's Pairs Day at the Australian Open. Hopefully no more rain. We'll figure that out a little bit later on as it comes down, but we'll be back at 11:45 at local time in just under 40 minutes for our second match. Val Febo, Rachel Roger and Connor Munnings signing off.